Good morning, everybody. I hope everything is going well for you today. Welcome back to the Long Dark, where we are still happily residing in... oh, what the heck do they call it? Coastal Highway. I'm forgetting what the place is called. Dreadful. What happened yesterday? Well, I fell into the ocean. Survived the subsequent hypothermia, which slightly surprised me. Managed to completely recover, did a bit of hunting, fixed my beloved deerskin pants, which you may remember from some weeks ago I was quite obsessed about making, and so everything I have is now in pretty good order. A minor problem, of course, is that no doubt I'll get mauled by a bear. Anyway, let us be about it. See if I can remember where we were. Well, I was here, and what time of day is it? Sort of midday-ish, and what was I doing? I'm not entirely certain I remember. Collecting a whole bunch of wood, apparently. What have I got? Let's grab some water. And make sure I don't smell. Hang on a second. Nope. I'm good. I took a shower at the swimming pool today. I have a cured deer hide. That's a fresh one. Cured wolf. Let's put the cured gut away. And
might have to drop some gear.
I'm just tidying up so that nobody gets to complain I keep a messy hideout. I was looking at this and thinking, why do I have 15 sticks? Yes, I do remember why I have 15 sticks. Oh. And let's tidy up our scrap metal a bit so that I've got that in a better location. Did I put any other scrap metal anywhere? Nope. I've been keeping the scrap metal in here. Hang on, did I pick up my scrap metal? And why am I putting scrap metal in there when it should be over here? Huh. Oh. Let's sort that out while we can. I could have sworn I picked up that scrap metal over here. Did I not? Am I going bonkers? Oh, there we go. It is over there. Right. Didn't think I was going that nuts. So, the basic idea being, I've got that where I need it. I could probably put my deer gut over there, actually, now that I think about it. How is everybody this morning? Not watching me, apparently. What was I doing? Oh, that's right, yesterday I discovered that I hadn't actually adequately searched all my various houses nearby, didn't I? So I'm in the process of sorting that out. Now, this house is actually where I have been doing stuff. Very tempted to hunt that deer, to be honest. Can't remember if I checked this area out. Oh, there's firewood over there that I could definitely use. Oh, there's 2 deer here. That was a buck we just encountered. There's a doe. There's quite a bit of wood. That's actually awfully useful short term for this location. Sorry, I heard the deer make a noise, and whenever you hear something like that, it's please don't be a moose. I probably... Have I been up there? That might be worth checking out, actually. Only problem with this location really is the occasional pop-up of a wolf. Although so far I've gotten away with not been eaten by it. Burdock root, in case you're wondering, I've been using to offset vitamin C without the presence of fish. Oh boy. We have a blizzard. Not too much of a problem, given the number of blizzards I've managed to survive. Good morning, Armin. How are you doing? This, in case you're wondering, is the Long Dark. Oh, I've searched everything. Let's have a look. See. And I was just, this time yesterday, making up make time until nightfall and the end of the stream. So I'm just revisiting places to make sure I really did get everything. So the important question for you this morning, Armin, is are you subscribed? Trying to get to 110. Looks a little different from the forest, doesn't it? I had a thought about the forest last night after the end of the stream, and it was this: the forest is Minecraft. Let me think about this for a second. In Minecraft, the big challenge always used to be, how do you get through the first day? And what's the big challenge in... Oh, okay. All right. Thank you. And the big challenge in regular the forest is getting through the first night. Well, that's almost exactly like Minecraft, where the big challenge is getting through the first night. In fact, there used to be videos on getting through the first night. So I cannot help but think the forest is basically Minecraft, but with cannibalistic mutants. It might also explain why there's this bizarre combination of creatures in the forest. Do I need more water? No, I really don't need to go through a big water making process. Morning, Nuggets! So, yeah, think about this a second. Actually, I've got a couple of theories about the forest. The first is that, essentially, as far as I've been able to see so far, it does remind me very much of Minecraft, albeit with more dismemberment, mutilation, and cannibalism. The second thing that occurred to me about Minecraft, about the forest, is that it's all a dream. It would explain why you have this bizarre juxtaposition of creatures which really have no place belonging together in that location. Maybe it's all a dream, I don't know. Oh, I know. Let's see if I can get some benefit from reading this. Okay. Haha. That was worth doing. My rifle shooting is now up to level 3. Not quite sure what that gives me, but and it's sufficiently dark now that I can justify going to bed after I drink water. How are you doing, Nuggets? So yeah, that's my ramblings about the forest. That it's basically Minecraft, and you're having a dream. No, not too bad. I went swimming this morning. I'm hoping to get back into my regular swimming regime. So that means I'm more tired than usual. Well, yeah, but Minecraft is a survival. Is a survival-based game. And again, the thing that occurred to me was this whole getting through that first night. What do you do in Minecraft? You build a hut. You dig a hole. What do you have to do in the forest? Build a hut. Hopefully, you've got. I won't say crafting is similar, but to me, there's a lot of similarities. I can't help but wonder. Whether the creators of the forest, and I'm sorry, but I forget their name, didn't look at Minecraft and say, I know, we'll do this with cannibalistic mutants. Hang on, what's my water like? Oh! I also have picked up a game today, which I have been wanting to try for some time. It was on sale. And so I picked up The Sinking City. So I'm definitely going to have to start streaming that at some point. Possibly tomorrow. I'm somewhat familiar with the game, and I would dearly love to delve into it because of this story-rich investigation, Cthulhu concept to it. So probably tomorrow I will start streaming The Sinking City. And depending on how things go, that might become a regular thing. Do the forest on Monday and Tuesday, read Grimm's fairy tales today, and then maybe Thursday, Friday do The Sinking City. And the weekend, as you should know, well, you don't, not that you should know, but I am informing you so that you do know, the weekend is purely up to me and completely haphazard, even more haphazard than my usual. So, but you're right. The graphics in the Forest are, for a game of its age, really quite remarkable, even at low settings. And I'm moderately certain I was playing at low settings. I am by no means convinced that that was the case. Some Steam games can be very weird about changing the settings in game. Why am I so... Oh, I know why I'm cold in here. I haven't got the heating on, and it's, well, freezing outside, literally. So, what am I doing? I'm just waiting for it to get bright enough so that I can go out. Oh, I need to prepare my burdock root. And get ready to do more exploring.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Well, the Sinking City isn't a survival game. It's a Cthulhu-based, inspired adventure type game. But it's one I've been it's one I've been wanting to try, and it didn't even occur to me to look for it on Steam. But it was on Steam and it was on sale, so it was like, yes, that's my kind of game. Alright, let's go and see what the weather is doing to us today. Did I drop that book? Oh, okay, that's rather pleasant weather. Let's there's my venison from yesterday. Not stinky. Stinky. Okay, good, not stinky.
Pack is getting kind of heavy.
Oh, Armin, this is The Long Dark. This is a game that's been around as long as The Forest, strangely. It is a survival game. There is a bit of crafting. There's a lot of hunting. There's a lot of tactics behind how you survive. I am not playing it at the hardest level. Give you some idea, this is venison from a deer I hunted yesterday. You're basically, the goal in this version that I'm playing is to survive as long as you can. The idea is there's been some kind of apocalypse which has essentially disabled all technology. All the people are dead. You're stuck in the northern Arctic, and the goal is to survive and explore. And if I was doing just the purely exploration thing, I would move around a lot more, but I'm doing the survival thing. But to give you some idea of the risks, let's see if we can see where they are. You can get injured, you can fall sick, you can suffer from scurvy. Now, what you can't necessarily see at the moment is this lake. The ocean's over there. Yesterday I fell into the ocean. That was embarrassing. This lake is got a population of wolves on it. That island over there is patrolled by a black bear, which I will probably have to hunt at some point. The bears can kill you, the wolves can kill you, the cold can kill you, you can get frostbite. In fact, there's the wolves. There's 3 of them at the moment, right over there. If there's moose, the moose can kill you. So yeah, it's not a survival horror game. It's a survive against the elements type game. There is a story mode which I've never actually tried. There's going to be a sequel next year, so even if I stream this every day all year, I'm not sure I'd even get around to thinking about trying story mode. So I'm just looking around to see what it is. What's here? This is a fishing hut. Yes, you can fish. If you go too close to the ocean, you can fall in, which occurred to me yesterday. So yeah, despite being the same age and arguably type of game as The Forest, it's quite different in many, many respects. Um, 191 days, I think, which is not, I suppose, that impressive. A couple of my regulars have both got far more time in game. Hello? Oh, I think that's the deer I shot yesterday. I'm not playing at the hardest difficulty level, but I'm not playing at the easiest either. What is that? Oh, it's the fire. Of course, this is where I butchered a deer yesterday, so I set the fire to keep the wolves away. Ah, and there's deer over there, and deer over there. It's useful to know. It is a very slow-paced game. It has to be said. Not for everybody. If you want high-speed, fast shooting, this is not it. Have I been in here? I have not. Oh. Firearms, like the one I'm carrying, are fairly limited in number. You have limited ammunition. I mostly use the ammunition in the revolver for wolves. Although I have taken a few wolves with the bow and arrow. But the goal here today is basically explore, see what resources there are, get a feel for the land, that kind of thing. I'm not going to go after the deer just yet. I might eventually. One of the problems that you have, I say problems, if let's say I were to shoot one of those deer with a bow, right? I then got to transport the meat somewhere where it can be cooked, and in the process the wolves might well smell me and come after me. So you have that kind of situation to deal with. The same is true if you're carrying too much fresh meat. Even if it's cooked, the wolves can smell you. The bear can smell you. Oh. I forgot to bring wood with me, so
I could use this.
I don't really need that. Don't need that at this point. You have to equip yourself with clothes, and so I can show you what I'm wearing. So yes, I have my outer layer basically is animal skins. I think there is a trader, but I can't remember where he is. Essentially, in story mode, there are other humans, a few of them, but in this one, no, it's entirely you, and you're utterly alone. You do come across the bodies of other people. It's also single player. There's a sequel due for early access next year called Black Frost, which is set in the same environment, and that apparently will be cooperative. I hope just cooperative. I don't really want PvP. Now, I have no idea how they'll implement cooperative. I assume they'll do it by you basically hosting a game. And if I'm still going on the streaming kick a year from now, it might be interesting to see if anybody in Discord wants to come along and participate. Aha!
This'll come in handy.
Don't need tinder anymore. And there are certain minimum things you kind of always want to take with you. I find you want food with you, you want water. Don't worry too much about the fact that I'm overladen. Wood, very handy to have. If you get caught out in a blizzard, you will need wood. What else have I got? Bedroll. You must always have your bedroll. And I should not have 3 cooking pots, but a cooking pot is always a good idea. Because you have one of the things you spend a lot of time doing in the game is boiling water, because you can't just drink the water. You'll get parasites, food, poisoning, that kind of thing. So you pretty much have to purify your water every single time. So it's not at all unusual for people like me to spend a significant amount of time just boiling water. As I said, it's not a fast-paced game. This is actually where I came in from the previous area. Oh, don't need a stone. You may not use the stuff that you're finding, but what you will do is store it somewhere, and then eventually when you move on to another area, leave it behind so that you've got stuff. You've got little caches. How many caches have I got now? I've got stuff here. I've got meat in the previous realm region, which is Pleasant Valley. I've got meat in Mystery Lake. I've got meat and supplies in Milton Town. So I can go back to all those places, and I have everything I need to continue survival without having to start over. When you go to a new region, you basically have to do what I've been doing here, which is, you got to go hunting. You got to get your various animal skins because you're going to need them to repair your stuff, and you get the general drift. What did I not want? There was something in there I didn't want. I don't need that. And this is actually everything I'm wearing right now. Oh, don't need that either. And you can't. There's no map. You have to make it yourself. As you can see, I haven't really bothered. So this is where I am, and that's where I am there. So you actually have to learn to have to map read somehow. As for what I'm looking for, it's matches. Matches are life. I do have a magnifying glass, but matches are always useful. Ammunition. Also very useful. Tools. No, you can't. Not in this game mode. I believe there's downloadable content which allows you to move things around. Inside buildings I can move things around, but outside like this, no. I know you don't get to build your own cabins, I don't think. So it's not yeah, it's got a limited crafting system. It is by no means, like I say, it is a survival game. In a way, it's a more genuine survival game than the Forest. The Forest is more like fantasy survival. This is not, while not realistic, it's closer to realism. I don't think I've been in here, have I? Morning, Juan. I'm just exploring the fishing village. I can't remember if I've been here before. Oh, that does not necessarily look good. Weather is looking distinctly threatening. There's a lot of wood here, which is a useful thing to know.
Too heavy.
Oh, stop complaining. I don't really need that. No.
I think I can use this.
I don't need a lot of the clothes that I find. Lantern and fuel, that's always handy. Oh, that reminds me, I need to go and explore the mine at some point, don't I? Ah, we do have some useful stuff here.
Excellent.
So right now I can safely say I've got enough food to get me through the night. And this becomes a perennial issue. If you get caught away from your home, are you in a position to survive the night? And right now I am. I've got a place to stay. I've got liquids. So I'm afraid not.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Mackenzie's complaining about the amount of stuff I'm carrying as usual, so nothing new there. So I'm at the... where am I? I'm at the fishing camp, which apparently I had not explored. So this is just me wandering around and exploring so far today. I don't need to do any hunting per se. So this is just going places that I have not been. Holy! What on earth was that? It's a bear. There's a bear over there. No, I'm not going to try and shoot it from the porch.
Hope I can still eat this.
Yes, I did. I did do a little swimming. Thank you for reminding me.
Someone's gotta go.
That was kind of funny, actually. But yes, there's a lot to explore. And I generally hang out in an area until people get irritated and then I move on. Although if I were playing the game for sheer duration, I would spend longer in each location. The world record apparently is 11,000 days in game, which is very impressive. Me? I don't scream. I just wibble. There's no way to make a fire around here. That's interesting. What do these guys do for fire? The silly thing is, Anna did warn me. And I was, I think, pretty much asking the question, can you fall through the ice? And I dutifully fell through the ice. Yeah, that was... if my memory of the stream is correct. Don't anybody ever ask me, do you remember what you did in that stream 3 days ago? Because I'll be like, nope. Nope, I'm sorry. I don't remember that. Didn't these guys make a fire, ever? Ooh. Okay, so we know there's a wolf over there. Sorry, a bear over there. It's kind of good to know. Alright, so nothing hugely useful, but an interesting little excursion. Let's try this... Well, seeing as we have a bear, let's dig out the rifle. I so far have reserved the rifle, I think, for bears and moose. Why would somebody...
I wonder who owns this stuff.
I don't think it matters. Yes, stick them on Discord because I'm not really in a position to make notes at this point.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Yes, you can. Ooh, dusting sulfur. That's for making gunpowder. Eat pinnacle peaches. What's this? Book.
This stuff will come in handy.
Alright. I'm going to be hugely overburdened, but, no. If I just make my way across the lake, I should be fine. Yes, I know. I've seen the bear.
End up being useful.
Good morning, Anna. How are you doing? I'm in the fisherman. Oh, yeah, you know where I am. Yeah. Yes, I saw the bear. Nearly made me jump out of my skin. Yeah, he was literally vanishing that way.
Pack is getting kind of heavy.
Yeah, it's not as easy as in the forest. At least not yesterday's experience of the forest. It's a lot harder. I'm going to head back over the ice. Yeah, not that way though, apparently. I did find a fishing hut with a door. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. And day's getting on. It's going to take me a while to get back home. Drop my goodies off. I'm actually playing the forest on peaceful just so that I can learn the game mechanics. But it looks surprisingly good for an 11-year-old game. I mean, it looks really good. It absolutely hammers my system when I'm streaming it. But it looks good. It plays well. It's I was saying earlier, it reminds me of Minecraft, but with cannibalistic mutants. And I'm not used to that kind of crafting or building system, so I'm just playing on peaceful to get a feel for how things work. No, this is it. This is what you get. This is northern Canada, and you're stuck essentially in permanent winter. But right now, the forest has got the possibility of becoming a regular evening stream. But tomorrow, Anna, I'm going to be starting the Sunken City. Well, that would kind of defeat the purpose. It's deliberately supposed to be this icy, cold environment. Oh boy. There was a suggestion a long time ago that maybe the sequel to The Long Dark should be set in something like the Sonoran Desert. Now, I would love that because I did live in the Sonoran Desert. But, you know, this... At least this way they've got this constant low-level threat slash horror, arguably, aspect to it. Because nothing gets your blood going. Does it, Anna? Like making your way through a howling blizzard with Bubba yelling at me every 5 seconds which way to go. Now, the problem is there's so many games, you know, it's like which ones do you play? The Long Dark has become popular in the morning, so that's what I play in the morning. Like I say, I'll be reading Grimm's Fairy Tales this evening, because that's something else I do. In fact, my third most popular video is me reading Hansel and Gretel. Go figure. I think Hansel and Gretel is might be my second most watched in terms of hours, and third most watched in terms of views. So, actually, I think it was Anna who suggested I should read fairy tales. Yeah, that's a very dark story. Mind you, so many of Grimm's fairy tales have things about it which are either literally grim or disturbing when you think about it. Even some of the happier sounding ones, like Rapunzel. Rapunzel, you know, Disney made it into the movie Tangled, and you know, the story's fairly familiar, and most people don't give it a second thought until you realise that when the prince is climbing her hair to meet her, which he does with regularity, she gets pregnant by him and later has twins. Well, she's only 13 or 14 when this occurs, which, even by the standards of the time, was somewhat extreme. Oh yes, yes, I mean, massively so. Hansel and Gretel, of course, is a horror story from beginning to end. It would be very difficult to do a child-safe... I say, no, you could probably do a child-safe version of that, but if you did it properly, it would not be. Yeah, the Cinderella is there's elements to it which, you know, Disney does capture the involvement of the birds and the rest of it, but then the fate of the fate of the stepsisters, who aren't ugly, by the way. The fate of the stepsisters is yeah, definitely not something that Disney would put in. Another one that has is slightly disturbing is the Frog King. Now, it's also known as the Frog Prince, and Disney did actually make a movie about that. And you're familiar with the idea that the princess kisses the frog and it turns into a handsome prince, right? Yeah. Go and read the story, because the Frog King / Prince becomes her husband and he takes her off. And okay, fine, until you read the story and you realize that the princess who kisses the frog is very young. They never specifically say how old she is, but she behaves like a little girl. Her favourite plaything is a golden ball. So how... Oh yeah, no, the Grimm ones were published in 1813? Yeah, the Grimm's fairy tales go back to 1813. Cinderella goes back even further than that. There's another version that was published in 1698, I think. That's quite a different story. I mean, it's still Cinderella, but it is not quite the Cinderella that we're used to. In the French version, the 1698 version, the stepsisters beg for Cinderella's forgiveness, which she grants, and they marry fair lords, I believe was the expression. So it's a completely different emphasis to that one. The Grimm's fairy tale version has the stepsisters having their eyes plucked out by pigeons. Don't know. I might do Snow White. And might do some of the lesser known ones as well. Oh, well, that was an uneventful outing. Huh. Sorry. Let's go and unload stuff.
Too much stuff to carry.
The thing about Grimm's fairy tales is there's 210 tales in total. Now, there's one that I will probably never read, and I'm not going to mention the name because I do risk getting into trouble if I even vaguely mention it. So I'm not going to do that. And don't ask me, Anna, why I have 3 pots on me. Please. All right. Let's wow, that fan is howling over there. I just need to check something. Oh, no, perfectly good. I have a small form factor computer, so sometimes you do wonder about system temperatures. This game is actually more GPU bound. The Forest is heavily CPU bound, which I think is very strange. I don't know why they did it that way. Yeah, my CPU here is only running at 20%, I think. I'll see what it's like when I go outdoors. Oh, let's stick that away. Yes, you spend a lot of time doing inventory management. Yeah, so no, that's essentially what yeah. Are they horror stories? Yes. Well, the Beauty and the Beast has its own set of problems, of course, but the Beauty and the Beast, isn't that Hans Christian Andersen? I'd have to check. But like I say, I'm actually considering splitting off the storytelling into a separate channel and call it something like, oh, I don't know, folklore and fairy tales. There's so many folklore, so many fairy tales. You could keep that going for years and never repeat yourself. And on a good day, I can do a halfway decent quality recording of a fairy tale and render it and upload it in about an hour and a half. So, you know, it's work, but it's not as bad as it could be. What are we doing? I don't know what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm picking up food. Yeah, but I no, the Beauty and the Beast thing is has its own set of problems by certainly modern standards. The fact that you've got, well, I can't remember the original story, but even the Disney version, you have this girl forced to stay with the wolf until she falls in love with him. Charming. The Little Mermaid, that story is, I wouldn't call it a horror story, but it's got some aspects to it that Disney probably wouldn't want to include. The ending of Snow White is not what Disney definitely wouldn't have included that, because in Snow White the is it her godmother, stepmother? Can't remember. Anyway, she is forced to dance from exhaustion in iron hot shoes. That's not going to make it into Disney. Oh. Right. Armin, you may not know this, but I have a habit here. I take a break on the hour for bladder-related reasons, just to stretch, get up, walk round, and I'll be back in 3 or 4 minutes. So don't go anywhere, y'all. I shall return shortly. And I'm on my way back. Fortunately, the game doesn't do anything unexpected. Oh, I'm sorry, Anna. Grab some Advil, drink some water, do whatever you have to. Right. The fairy tale I so far like the best is Hansel and Gretel. That one is quite fascinating. Not the story. And the story is gets weird. The ending is peculiar, to say the least. But the implications behind the story, yeah, that's I think quite solidly based in several medieval, late medieval era concepts. Oh, did I bring... I do have food. It's cold. I had to turn the heating on. 'What am I doing? I went to sleep too early. Um, 190 something, 192. I think I can find out. 192 days. There we go. There you go. I've killed 24 wolves so far. 1 moose, 14 deer, 94 rabbits, 3 bears, all of which attacked me, I think, at some point. Oh, no, that's right. I got attacked twice in rapid succession by a bear. So... I haven't played Stalker very much. I switched to the forest because I wanted to see what that was like. To be honest, the evening crowd is somewhat more sparse, so I feel freer to do whatever I feel like in the evenings. But like I say, the first, we'll see how this evening goes for Grimm's Fairy Tales. All right. Yeah, I think 10 charcoal is a little excessive. Alright, what can I get rid of? The problem is, it becomes a case of, what can I get rid of? Let's see. I want my arrows. Not likely to need the hacksaw. Pry bar, hatchet. That. Bandages I always need. Oh, put the scrap metal away. Oh, and the dusting sulfur. Forgot about the dusting sulfur. And I should probably craft Oldsman beard dressing. I ideally should have one more cloth, I guess. Yeah, not worry about it too much. Ooh, should I? Questions. Let me have a quick look. Yes, Armin, you do end up doing quite a bit of inventory management. Keep the rifle ammunition. Last time I took on a moose, I think it took me 5 rounds. Drop that off, drop that off. Oh, no, that's my dressing. Painkillers I want. Let's lose those. Don't need all my matches, do I? At least I got plenty of matches. Tomorrow morning is going to be the long dark. That's the regular thing. It's pretty much what's expected, and my morning streams are arguably my most popular ones. There are some changes at the weekend when I'm more likely to do Sky Children of the Light, for example. That can be surprisingly popular. Alright, I've got 4 kilos to play with. Let's grab some wood. How much water have I got? More than enough. I was thinking of going up the road behind this area, assuming I survive getting out the door. Okay. Yeah, I just thought I might mosey on up this way a bit. I don't think I've been back here. But tomorrow evening I would definitely like to take a stab at the Sunken City, because I've seen other people play that, and it's a story I would very much like to do. Oh. I know I'm awesome, Anna, but thank you. Sorry, not known for my modesty. Have I been to this house? I don't remember. I must have, surely. Thanks. Good to know. Nope, clearly I have not been in this area. Oh, mental note, I need to clean the rifle and bits. I miss my 6-top stove. I'm pretty much set up in the garage, but yes, I
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Yes, yes, that's a valid point. Hey, don't knock it, it worked against the Timberwolves. So did standing on the car. Ooh, fresh rabbit.
Too heavy.
How long has that fresh rabbit been in there?
This will come in handy.
Of course, what you really want... No. No, I'm not. No, no, no. Definitely not interested in that.
That'll come in handy.
Here's a fun one for you, Armin. And always I find this amusing. You can get water out of the toilet. Oh, Anna, I got my rifle level up to level 3. Found a book. Well, now that I've been warned about them. No, it's not. I think I said that earlier. Long Dark is purely solo.
Might have to drop
The
some here.
sequel is expected to be cooperative multiplayer. Oops. Oh, you're kidding me. Could you have at least finished that off? Yes, it is. You basically either have to host a game or join somebody else's game. So there isn't a centralized server or anything like that. It's purely down to you, the player. Hey, you know, while this isn't, realistic per se, there's a lot about it which is kinda, sort of, if you squint hard enough. Yeah, I've talked about my fears for the sequel to The Long Dark before. I really don't want it to turn into a PvP nightmare. I really don't like PvP. Too old for that kind of rubbish. With apologies to everybody who likes PvP. I've even refused to play PvP with my son. It has so little appeal for me, it's ridiculous. Plus, I don't necessarily think it's good for relationships. But, might be worth it. Let's see if we can usher it back onto the ice. Well, yes, which, granted, it's a perfectly valid game mode, but I would, if they did multiplayer, I'm not sure how they would work that, but it is possible to enable. In No Man's Sky, for example, you can choose whether to have PvP as an option. My son tells me that in his experience, PvP players tend to get set upon by everybody else. They don't like it. Well, at least you're heading in the wrong direction. Don't go back to the shore. Don't go back to the shoreline. Okay, that's a good plot spot. No, I'm still not high enough level to shoot from crouched. No, that was a good hit. I must be getting better. That is the risk. Oh, drat, it's going towards the... It's going towards the bear. Yep. This is the good thing about hunting deer on the ice. You do at least get to see where they go in principle. Aye, would you please come over this way and die over here somewhere? That would be very nice of you. I did play PvP a long time ago, when Quake 3 was on the Dreamcast. And actually, when Quake 3 on the Dreamcast came out, there was quite a number of players who were actually, you know, quite polite to each other. But then Christmas came and a whole bunch of younger people got hold of it. Oh no! Leave my deer alone! And... yeah, hunting bear with a bow is interesting. I've hunted bear. I've had 3 dead so far. I want my arrow back. Alright. Well, this is not a circumstance that I would particularly be happy with. Well, that's 3 dead wolves. Oh, I think he's got an arrow in him. Yeah, no, I've seen a few, recordings of people in games, and I have this intense dislike of toxicity. I truly despise it. Well, I got one arrow back. Yeah, I a long time ago tried to do a Minecraft channel, and I therefore got somewhat involved with the community, not actually. And I was horrified at just how toxic they were to each other, and I do not like that. One of the great things about Sky, for example, was it is an so far utterly nice community, which I do appreciate. The No Man's Sky community has been quite pleasant too, which I like. Oh. What's my... Oh! Oh! My bad. Well, except for the fact that, no, it's this... No, it's not that. It's that I smell. And I think that's all the wolves now. Why am I still bleeding? Hang on a second. I shouldn't be bleeding. Why am I bleeding? Oh, maybe it's just the wolves. No, there's one of the wolves dead over there, I think. Well, I did not expect to be getting into a firefight with wolves today. So... yeah, I think there's a dead wolf there. There's another one running for cover over there. No, I'm not bleeding. That was complete silliness, by the way. Hey, but Armin, you did want to see hunting. Yes, you can fish in the game. Those are fishing huts. You can make a fishing hole. Hey, at least I'll have a bunch of wolf skins when I can recover everything. Is that one dead wolf on a fire or two dead wolves? I guess I'll find out tomorrow. Yeah, you can do simple fishing traps as well, auto tip-ups. As some of the others will tell you, I have spent nights in the fishing huts. But now what I need to do is get back home and basically harvest all the meat that I've taken, get it cooked up, because otherwise it'll go rotten. So what's that? 6, 7 wolves killed in this location? One of them's got one of my arrows in me. Find out how many dead wolves I can find. I mean tomorrow, as in... Oh, maybe once I finish cooking all this lot up. And I find out what damage they did to me. That wolf did not seem... Yes. Hang on. We did actually have a... What was it? I was at 14. So... Hang on. Okay. I can't be at 26 wolves from 14, so I must have misread that. I think I did. Yes. I'm pretty certain every single one of them took a solid hit. Poor wolves. You gotta feel sorry for them. Still. Let's drop that. And now none of it's a waste, I can assure you. But yes, no, fishing is huge. If you want to avoid vitamin C deficiency, fishing is one of the things you definitely want to do. It's also a way of getting fish oil for your lanterns. Oh, I forgot. basically that deer gives me about a couple of days' food. Oh, I forgot to check how much damage I took from that wolf.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
How much damage did I take? New. Wow. I didn't take any damage at all. Mind you, I think that I stabbed it and I think it had already been shot, but it was not happy. Did it again. Forgot to... At least this is quicker than when you have to butcher a bear or a wolf. Right. Well, that was worthwhile. Got food for days. Well, a couple of days. So, yeah, wake up, find out how many dead wolves I've got to collect. Or yeah, 26? Do you realise, Anna, I haven't had a miss with the bow in my last 3 hunts, I think? Oh, let me guess. Cabin fever. Yay. What time is it? Alright, let's see if we can fix the cabin fever while I think about it.
If I can drop any of this gear.
Or I can get a start on it by doing here. Yeah, yes, fishing hut for a day is possibly a good thing. Or just scavenging and cooking wolves on the ice.
Looks like I survived another night.
I just heard a wolf howl. Haven't they learned their lesson yet? Alright. Ooh. It's alright, I know. I just want to see. Oh, it's only 35%. Okay, that's not bad. Let's pick up some stuff. Head for the... Oh, the other thing I wanted to check, of course, was... What's my... Oh, still 26, so maybe they all dropped dead fairly quickly. Yeah. Sorry, that was funny. Mental note to self, don't carry the revolver in the house. Oh, that was silly. How much wood do we think I need to take with me? Oh, I can drop the food off. Oh, that's more than enough. Yeah, I'm just going to spend the day fishing, aren't I? So,
Too heavy.
hey, Anna, I can't remember. The other day somebody was asking, what happens if your cabin fever reaches 100%? Do you remember? Well, I'm sure you remember. There's one dead wolf. Where's the hut? Where's the hut? Don't know. Oh, come on. Oh, there's the island. Where's me hut? Oh, there we go. Oh, it's clearing up. Yeah, 2 more wolves over there. And a bear over there. Now, don't tell me that's a I thought I shot them all. There's 2 more. I feel almost affronted. Oh, I know what we could try. Uh, wow. That's a lot of fish.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
I wonder if I could lure the bear in. Can you shoot from the hut? Does the bear come into the hut? Awfully tempting to see if I can get that bear to come closer. Ah. Well, this is going to be interesting. He doesn't want to leave me alone. Okay, I guess we're going to find out what happens if I'm in the hut and I take a shot at the bear. I've never done this before. Don't think he was happy about that. I'm just looking at the... No, it's awfully close. Well... Oh, I think I missed. There's my arrow on the ice over there. Well, no problem. I'll just cook some dinner. Oh, blooming thing. Right. What's for dinner, everybody? Oh, there he is. Oh, that got him. Yep. Definitely got the arrow in him. Definitely not stepping out the hut. He's leaving blood trail. Oh, good. That should be one dead bear.
All this gear is slowing me down.
My understanding is they don't go into the ice hut. Now there is a possible glitch. Yeah, look, you can even see from here that he's got the arrow sticking out of him. Typically, from what I understand, if you see a blood splash, they're dead. And I know it's possible to hunt bear with the bow. So, guess we'll see what happens. But guess what? Not today. It's gonna have to end. Whoops! It's gonna have to end on a cliffhanger, guys. Sorry. Oh, in good news, I got my... I cured my cabin fever.
It's gonna get a lot colder soon.
think I'm going to spend the night here. And you want to see any reason why I shouldn't? I can't think of a reason why I shouldn't. It's not like I don't have everything I need. So, let me make a little note here. So if tomorrow, and I literally mean tomorrow, I have 4 bears killed, we'll know that I did get it, and that did strike me as being a pretty good hit. Definitely saw blood spray, definitely saw blood when it was walking off, so it should be dead in the morning. So I am going to go to sleep. And the good news is I shouldn't get too cold because, well, 1, I can make a fire, and 2, 194 days. And 2, I have a fairly healthy warmth bonus. Yeah, I'm just going to basically get through the night, see whether the bear's dead, but I'm not going to go find the bear. And then we see what happens in the morning. But I hope you have a good day too, Anna. I hope everybody else has a good day. Thank you all very much for watching. Did not expect that I would be... Yes, I typically... I don't stream for more than 2 hours, rarely more than 2 hours. My brain starts to fall apart if I do. Yeah, so typically, 2 hours. I did a 3-hour special when I hit 100 subscribers. Yep. I hope everybody else has a good rest of the day, rest of the week. Yep, and that's my clock telling me it's been actually over 2 hours at this point. So I'm just going to make it through the end of the night, so tomorrow we get to start with a brand new day and see if we can find, well, see if we can find a dead bear, because that's a lot of meat. Yep. Don't forget, reading Grimm's Fairy Tales this evening, 6 o'clock Greenwich Mean Time. There's an event in Discord about it, if anyone's interested. I doubt very much I'll read for 2 hours. It depends on how much chat I get. And what a beautiful day. Let's just have a quick look. Did I get the bear? Yep. That's the first time I've taken a bear with a bow and arrow. At least now, if I need more bears in this location, I've got, I know what to do. So, tomorrow at 9 o'clock Greenwich Mean Time, we're going to find ourselves a dead bear. So, again, if you are watching this and you have enjoyed it, please remember to like and subscribe. Let's see if we can get to 110. Of course, then it's going to be a case of let's see if we can get to 1,000, but let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Anyway, that was interesting.